When I was coming up, remember I told you I got my CDL at 19. I didn't really know a whole lot about the work system and how this shit go, right? When I was coming up, my parents told me, work super duper hard, work hard, work hard. That's all I ever heard growing up, And I had a lot of jobs outside of trucking. I worked at a restaurant, I worked at a fast food place, I worked at a store. I had about 4 or 5 jobs outside of driving a truck. And that's all I ever heard was work hard. I never really understood the meaning of showing up to a job. I never really looked at the pay scale. I never really looked at the getting paid by the hour. One thing I did realize, excuse me. Wow, sorry, just got done eating like an hour ago. But one thing I did realize, y'all, was I'm like, no matter how hard I work, my paycheck's still gonna be the same. It's still gonna be in that same boat. So when you at your job currently, as of today, 2024 of February, and they yelling at you, work hard, your boss on you, watching over you, making sure you're doing your job super duper hard. Think about that. Think about no matter how hard I work at this job, my paycheck's still gonna be the same. That's why I always salute or tip them hard labor jobs. Like today, I got my car washed. And I went to this little hand wash station. I only do hand wash cars. I only go to hand wash stations for my cars. I don't like running them through the car wash. That's just my thing. I feel like it mess up the paint, so I'm a hand wash guy. And I went there, and there was a lot of minorities, Mexicans, and they busting their butt trying to get these cars through. It's a line of cars that they gotta hurry up, wash the outside, then bring it back around, clean the inside. And I know some of y'all out there probably been through some of them car washes, and y'all know what that's like. So I'm just like, wow, they sweating. You can tell they tired. Some of them leaning over because they probably been working since this morning. Back probably hurt. That's a hard labor job. So I want to shout out to all them people out there that's working hard labor jobs. But going back to it, me coming up, that's all I ever heard. Work hard, work hard, work hard. Never really understood the meaning. I'm just like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, work hard, work hard. So every job I was at, I worked hard. That was just me, no matter what. Even outside of the scam bullshit of, us working hard and they underpaying us, that's just my mentality. How I do anything is how I do everything. I'm a super duper hard worker, and that's just me. I'm sorry. No matter if I'm getting paid well or underpaid, that's just who I am in all areas of life. And like I said, I really didn't question it. And I'm just like, okay, so from 19 to now, what I realized is you're not supposed to work hard physically for money. That's playing the game wrong. You're supposed to work hard up here, not physical. Now, don't get me wrong, y'all. I know it's a lot of people out here that's like, well, Trey, we weren't the smartest in school, or, our environment, whatever the case may be. I know everybody's situation and background is different. So I feel you. So some of us got to go to these trade jobs, hard labor jobs, just to get a check. Because some of them jobs require degrees, which to a certain extent, I think that's dumb. Because one thing I realized, y'all, is no matter if you got a degree or not, they gonna show you how to do the job anyway. That's one thing I didn't understand about the degree stuff. It's like, I gotta have a degree to work at an office. Ain't you gonna tell me or show me what I need to do? So why do I have to have a piece of paper to say I'm certified to do this? I get it to a certain extent, but I really don't. Because it's like, if I'm not well equipped in that area, I'm not gonna apply for that job anyway. Y'all, I'm a prime example. I don't come from a lot of money. I come from a normal middle class family that gave me everything I needed and a little bit of what I wanted. But no advice came with that though. It was just always go get a job. Even when I graduated high school, it wasn't go to college. It was go get a job. They didn't care where I got a job at, as long as I had a job. So I'm like, okay, whatever, whoop-de-whoop. So I go get a job. First job out of high school was a construction job. And I'm just like, I'm out there in the hot sun doing some underground installing pipes, like water pipes or something. And I was getting paid hourly. And I'm just like, man, this is not it, you know? And that's when I started questioning it. I'm like, man, I'm out here all day and I'm only getting $400 or $500 a week. That's when I start mentally noting stuff. I'm like, this is not right. So yes, I was also physically working hard at that time, but from that time, fresh out of high school, 18, that's when I started mentally noting, okay, I need to start educating myself. So that's what I did. Start educating myself on finances. Start educating myself on credit. You know, that's why when I went from the construction job, I mean, like early on in high school, that's when I was working at a grocery store and then fast food place. But after I graduated high school, I went from construction to the oil field because I was like educating myself. But I still had that mindset of, and I feel like a lot of people do, come on now, y'all can agree with me on this. I feel like a lot of people go like, man, how could I work hard physically to get paid 80K, 90K, or six figures instead of mentally? That was me. So when I was at that construction job, yeah, I was educating myself, but in the wrong way. I'm over here looking at jobs. I was paying 60, 70K, but it was physical. I was looking at the oil field. Then, what is it? What is that stuff called? Then a derrick hand and floor hand. That's what it is, floor hand. So I applied for a floor hand job and I ended up getting it, but I didn't like it. I told you I quit. The first job I stayed at for like a month or two, I think it was a month and a half. And then the second job I quit within a week. And then that's when I went to go get my CDL, right? But I'm like, I was still thinking wrong in that time. You know, I'm like, you would have thought after I quit that second oil field job that I would have been like, you know what? Let me do something with my brain. But no, I was still on trying to build wealth through physically working hard. You can't do that. You're going to be capped at a salary. So even though I went from construction to the oil field to trucking, I'm still capped. Yeah, I'm able to make 70, 80K, but after taxes, how much is that really? 50, 55? You know, it's not really a whole lot. So I still had that mind frame of trying to physically work hard. Playing the game wrong the whole time. I wasn't thinking like, okay, let me get my fitness on point. I wasn't thinking, let me start getting some side hustles. I wasn't thinking, let me start getting around the right people. No, I wasn't thinking none of that. I was just like, I want to physically work hard for money. And that was me playing the game wrong. Only thing I would say that I did smart coming up was building my credit and saving money. But I wouldn't say saving money because you're not supposed to save money. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I don't know if y'all with me on this one, but I think as you get money and you're a teenager, say 18 to even like 27, 28, you're supposed to take risk. That's when you're gonna have the most energy. That's when you're gonna be the most flexible, because as you get older, you start taking on more stuff, whether it's you having kids or you having more bills or you wanting to travel and move. I don't know. But y'all getting where I'm coming from on you acquire more stuff as you're getting older. Unless you're one of them people that live below your means and you just want to live that lifestyle of just saving money and don't do nothing. Basically a boring lifestyle, right? Not the kind of life to live, by the way, because it's just like, we only get one life. Why would you want to save money and go to work and go out to eat once a month? That's boring. That's why I'm saying take risk is the best thing. Taking a risk is the best thing, especially the younger you are. If y'all watching this video, y'all young, super young, 18, even my age, 24, even 28, 29, even in your 30s, 40s. Okay, not so 30s and 40s if you have a family. But if you're a single person in your 30s and 40s, take a risk. What do you have to lose? The younger you are, the less responsibilities you have. So that's why I said, take that risk. I wish I would have known that. I would have took a risk. I would have, stacked my bread up, maybe 4 or 5K. Okay, let me start drop shipping. I didn't know nothing about this. Or let me start a side hustle on, social media. I didn't even know back then you can get paid off YouTube or what else was it back then? YouTube, Instagram. I think Instagram and Facebook was paying. I didn't even know this. I didn't even know social media was paying. I was just thinking the whole time, adding up my hours. If I work 72 hours this week or 70 hours this week, this is how much my check gonna be. That's how I was thinking. I was thinking wrong the whole time. And like I said, I wasn't improving my life in other areas. I wasn't in the gym. I wasn't hanging around the right people. I was in a bad environment. And I felt like I was stuck, you know? And I'm just like, man, I gotta get out of this. And still, currently, as of today, I'm 24. And I'm at this trucking job. Y'all seen some previous videos of me driving the truck. I'm capped. You know, the most I can probably make at the current job I'm at is probably 80K, 80 to 85K. And I'm just like, I'm looking back and I'm reminiscing like, damn, I really did this shit the wrong way. And that's why I wanted to come to y'all and talk about it. And I know some of you might disagree. Some of y'all might agree with me. Like, this is just my opinion. I feel like I played it wrong. I should have been more thinking up here or physically working up here instead of using my body. Because that's another thing. The older you get, the more your body gonna hurt when you physically working for money. That's the truth. That's why I see some old people, they got the hunchback or they walking real slow. That's because they put their body through hell for money. And money not even real. It's a currency. Go look up fractional reserve banking for those of you who don't believe me. But going back to it, physically working for money, physically working hard for money is not it long term. If you come from nothing or like the bottom, like how I did, yeah, that's the quickest way to come up and stack your bread. But once you stack your bread, that's when you need to start taking some risks. That's when you need to start building some side hustles. That's when you need to start educating yourself more on finances, credit, how this world really is. You know, a lot of people don't do that. They fall in that content cycle of Monday to Friday, I'm gonna go to work. Saturday and Sunday, I'm gonna have off and rest. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The only real days that you have off are Friday afternoons after you get off and Saturdays. Let's be real, because Sundays, yeah, you got off in the morning, but in the evening, what you gotta do? You gotta get ready to go back to work the next day. Think about that. Yeah, you have your Sunday morning off, but in the afternoon, you wind down early because you know you gotta take your ass to work the next day. And I'm guilty. I'm the same way, you know, but I'm different. It's currently, look, it's Sunday right now, y'all. It's gonna be what time is it? It's 9:30. It's 9:30. It's gonna be 10 o'clock and I'm still up. I gotta wake up at 3. My earliest run is at 5 tomorrow. I gotta wake up at 3 and I'm still out here making a video. I just got done working on some other stuff. I don't care. I advise y'all that's watching me, that want to come up and you feel like you're playing the game wrong too by physically working hard. I advise y'all, while y'all working hard physically at that job, no matter if it's in construction, oil field, a dealership, whatever you're doing to make money and you think it's not it, I say while you work that job, build up some side hustles, get around the right people first. Before you even do that, change your environment. You can't be around people at your job that's telling you, hey, you know, after work, let's go grab a drink. No, that gotta be no. I'm going home. I got stuff to do. Change your environment first. Don't be hanging out with coworkers. I always say it, ain't no such thing as coworker friends. It's bullshit. They gonna keep your ass at that job. That's 1000% facts. So change your environment first. Don't be trying to hang out with coworkers. You have to focus. After you do, you know, get that unlocked, that's when you need to start focusing on you, being self-aware, being in tune with self, figure out what you want to do, you know, what you like to do. That's what I did, and I'm still currently figuring out myself now. There's some things that I didn't know about myself that I love to do. Just like now, I love talking to the camera. I love talking to YouTube. I love talking to y'all, you know, whoever. Because I feel like a lot of people can relate to my situation. So I'm comfortable doing that now. I don't give a fuck about what people think about me or what people got to say about me. That's in life. Whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad, people always going to have something to say. Always. So be like me. Don't give a fuck what they got to say. Keep doing you. But I'm telling y'all, before I end this video, please, once again, if you physically working hard for money with your body, physical labor job, or even if you had a job that you hate, put in the work. Work hard in that area to stack your bread up, stack your money up. Once you stack the money up, that's when you need to start taking risks to get away. Building your side hustles. Like I said, figuring out what else you need to do that can get you paid. I don't know. Everybody's situation different. Everybody love doing different things. I can't tell you. All I can tell you is what's available. There's different ways to make money out here nowadays. Social media. Man, we got to start looking and realizing at the opportunity we have. Think about back then. These people ain't have the opportunity that we have. They didn't. So when I see an older person talking about, we didn't have that when we was y'all age, I feel them, but it's still no excuse on why you don't have nothing when you have. You can literally go to Google or YouTube right now and type in something, and it's gonna be a video or a course or something for free. Whatever you want to do. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, man, I just wanted to rant and talk to y'all about that shit, man. I'm like, man, I feel like there's some people that can relate to me in my current situation. So I wanted to talk about this shit. I love y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all for watching my videos, showing some support, liking my videos, and all that, man. Continue to do that. I really do appreciate y'all. And I will catch y'all next video.